Are we there?
Yes.
We got a one?
We have a one.
We got a one. We got a one. We have a one. Oh, isn't this fun? All right, Bailey, are we ready? It's howdy doody time. What happened to the... Oh, there's the microphone stand. You think we'd remember after all this time, wouldn't you?
Right.
That's not true. Okay, here we go. Okay, Bailey, are you ready to get the... Bailey, to get the basket. You got to get the basket. Here we go. Good girl. Oh, Bailey's good. She always goes past the basket, turns around. Here we go. Good girl. She's got it. Pull. That's good. He's very good. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. That's very nice. You'd think she'd get tired of the one kind, but you switch kinds on her and then she doesn't eat it. She prefers it.
What she likes.
It's like M&Ms around here. That's one thing I want to talk about, is that purple thing container behind you. The chicken feeder.
And this here.
Yes.
Ah, okay.
Just the one with the holes.
Just the one. Oh, okay. Just that much. Okay. Oh, that's neat.
There we go. How about that? Not an awful lot on the floor today either.
She did very well.
She did very well.
She sure did. She did very well.
Not even going to try and pick it up on the floor either. Just a couple pieces.
Water.
Yeah.
Oh, that wasn't bad at all.
Not too bad.
No. I can
Well,
do that. I've got
you
it
got it?
right here. Yes, I did.
While she has her drink of water, let's talk about that thing. This, to the normal world, is a chicken feeder. You screw in a mason jar thing here.
Oh, I know what you mean. Okay.
Right, but we got up to Sheila's, and she had one, and whether she was in all the stuff she was throwing out. And I said, what on earth are you doing with a chicken feeder? She said, no. She said, that's where you put the M&Ms. And she's right.
Really?
Well, you put a big thing of M&Ms here, and they can only get one or two at a time. It really is. So I bought one to put M&Ms
I
in.
like that idea.
It's a chicken feeder. Uh-oh. We're in trouble.
Oh, Grace will give you a can.
Right. Okay, so we did that.
Good.
I need this to lean on. That's the brilliant idea of that. Where are you going?
Come and say hello to me.
She's
Don't
wet.
feed you. I know, I'm wiping her chin. I have to wipe her nose and wipe her chin. She's all wet. Oh,
Okay.
she's all
Ouch.
wet.
She's very good. Very good.
She's all wet.
Go. There we go. Okay. This is from the Beverly National Bank. It hasn't been the Beverly National Bank for about 4 different bank owners since. It keeps changing hands.
Change quite often.
Right.
Banks seem to do that.
Yeah, I think if people take the profit off the top and bash on, is my own private opinion. Thanks very much for allowing me to watch Explore.org and to witness all the work that is being done by all of you. Fantastic, hardworking people.
Wonderful.
How about that?
Thank you.
It's not much, but maybe next month I can do it. Oh, whatever. I don't want to have anybody pushed to do this,
Very nice.
except the ones who get the $10 chicken. Keep that chicken shit going. And if you can't buy one yourself, get somebody else to buy one. And that's really all that's required. Bailey lie back down on the bed. She loves that bed. It really is a delightful bed.
It is nice. Good person then, too.
I know, we did that yesterday. Yes, we did that. Okay. This is Connecticut. We get loads of Connecticut. Connecticut is very regular. Very regular. Here we go. Very good. They're eating cereal. Nice and healthy. Put $1 in the fun pot. Oh my. Well, that has to be a stamp. You can't do that if that's not a stamp.
Oh my gosh, that's wonderful. Ooh, I don't know. If it's not, boy, somebody
Yeah, somebody worked very hard over that.
sure did.
I'll hope I'll not cut it. I'll do it this way, and then you can take it up and put it in front of the... Oh, and we have a $2 bill, which is very nice. And we have a already wrapped up one. I'll put that in my to-go pouch here. That's the only way I can remember where my phone is. And I always have a shit picker in there because you just never know. Shit happens.
No.
Isn't that the expression?
Isn't that being prepared like the Boy Scouts are
Be
always
prepared.
Yeah.
That's the Boy Scouts marching song. Be prepared as through life you walk along. Be prepared to hold your liquor pretty well. Don't write naughty words on walls if you can't spell. Be prepared. Oh, God, who sang that? Oh, I can't remember. Tom Lehrer. Yes. Here we go. Here we have a bullseye. That's a good one. Oh, and a $2 bill. Very nice. Another $2 bill. This is a new one. Give that to Specialty. Seen any good movies lately? No, I haven't. You know, I stopped going to the movies. After you've seen what they go through to make a movie, it really loses its fascination. Because all you can do is dream up all the crazy damn things they do to get a certain scene, to get a certain... I saw a movie the other day where a guy's talking to his friend and he's walking a dog on a leash at the same time, and you could just tell that the person that owned the dog was about 2 foot out of scene because the dog kept running sideways to go to his owner, and this guy's trying to make conversation, and it brought back memories. Brought back memories.
So you know.
Been there, done that. Oh, goody. Here we go. Thanks for sharing your world with us crazy CPs. I can hardly wait for the retreat. Good. Well, let me tell you, the 2 people who are here now, camera people that are here now, have painted very nearly half the barn. So therefore, the rest of you, get with it. I thought it would take forever. But they are workers. They're moving right. Very good. Very. And it looks great. It's purple. I'm sure you've all seen it on the Puppy Hill camera. In the back of the barn, it's all cleaned up. What was once a muddy mess back there, the construction guys have cleaned up and changed the drainage, and they're doing a wonderful job. We're beginning to look good. It's been a long time looking good. Getting there, but we're looking good now. That's your basket now. You can have that. I'll do this one. Yeah, I pointed out in the Daily Doggy this morning that Stephen replaced the duct tape with the actual piece of hardware that would keep the door shut on the van. I saw it. Yeah, see? I was so impressed. He does a good job. He does a good job. Oh my, here we go. I'll try to be good. Uh-oh. Okay. Okay, we'll put that someplace. Oh, I can't. I have to give it to her. She needs that. Carlene, I'm sending you a shirt that you can use when you're caught saying curse words. I covered the words so you won't have to put any money in the jar. Good. I I know. I know I swear a lot. I'm very sorry. I'll try to be good. One and two are lies. You could just off. She covered it up.
Oh, that's so funny.
So I didn't have to pay anything.
That's good.
And I want to congratulate those people who send me $1 or $2 ahead of time for the swear jar.
Oh, that helps you?
Somebody said they don't mind my language. Here's a couple bucks to keep me out of trouble.
Oh, that's funny.
Isn't that funny? That's a pretty funny
Oh,
shirt.
that is pretty.
I'll wear that shirt.
Very nice.
I certainly will wear that shirt. Okay. And now we have this, a big box, a big heavy box. From Janice. Oh, she's in that place in Indiana that I can't ever pronounce or spell. For a while there we had so much stuff. And all of a sudden we'll be oh my word. There we go. There we go, with a pink envelope. I like pink envelopes. Here's a few goodies for every, oh my, there's $1. We'll put the $1 in there. Here's a few goodies for every both, for human and canine. Also found some plastic bags, so I made a few scoopers with bags.
Oh, nice.
A few couple things of batteries. That's another good thing that we're beginning to run low on. You know, for a while there we had so much stuff. And all of a sudden we're oh my word. Uh-oh, it's those naughty cookies again. Uh-oh.
Oh, butter pecan.
I know. Here's some batteries, too.
Orange.
We'll put the batteries in the closet over here.
Orange creamsicle. Oh, that sounds different.
We had some of those last time, I think, too.
Ooh.
They're very good.
Very nice. Oh.
What are
And are these
I think these are dog ones, because they're dog
peanut
bones.
butter and oats?
That's dog ones. Are those are dog ones. They're
Okay.
dog bones.
Okay, so that's
Although
there's
they're-
more batteries in here too.
Oh my, okay.
That's great.
Put the batteries in the battery
Yeah.
department.
Let's make sure there's no more. That looks like dog ones. More
Yeah.
peanut butter for dogs.
And what are these?
That must be the orange creamsicle again.
Orange creamsicles again. I have a feeling those are about as naughty as those other things. Those other things
And
are
then
very
a lot of
naughty.
pool pickers. Oh, and some bags in there too.
Yep.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Wonderful. Ooh.
Ooh, ah. Mmm. We'll have that for supper, and that's what we'll have for supper. Hi, Jan. Carlene White. I'm doing fine. How are you? I did, and we're all lined up to eat the cookies. Oh, they're good. They're all good. However, we have questions here. Whatever happened to the large draft horse? Janine found a home for her. That's for the draft horse. We still have the draft mule here because that's mine. That's not hers to give away. So that one has stayed with us. As far as you being confused about the barn remodeling, I'm turning 6 horse stalls into dog kennels. I'm turning 2 horse stalls, which is 26 feet long, into 5. How many? 5? 4 foot 5. 6 dog sort of stalls. They're about 4 feet wide. The stalls that we have on the other side are 4 foot by 5 foot, and we noticed that you might have to turn that off. We noticed that the dogs don't really take up the full 4 foot by 5 foot sleeping loft. So I decided to make these 4x4, which gives them plenty of room. And we will have 6 of them. The last one down, because it's 26 feet, the last one down will be 6 feet wide, and it will be a puppy pen, like the one we have out in the nut house, where the bed is about a foot off the ground. Now, the exciting part of it is I think we can move the arena camera into the doorway, which means you'd have the full arena to watch along with the kennels. Yeah. Right. So, and Janine is left with 2 stalls for her, and then I have one larger stall which will hold the 3 donkeys all together. They seem to like each other anyway. And they don't come in that often. They're outside right now. They're locked out right now while we do this construction. And it's been an awful muddy mess out behind the barn because the drainage has been terrible. We get an awful lot of water off the roof of both those buildings, and it's been puddling. And then as the horses walk through it, they just churn it up. So it's been awfully deep. So they scooped it all out and made a big pile of it out in the woods, and now I got a compost heap going out there, and they have put down stone dust big time. And I think that we're home free. I hope. They've done a beautiful job, and there we go. But you can't see it from any of the cameras right now. And the dogs will have outdoor kennels just like they do on the other side. Good. Any other questions? Oh, go ahead. The dog business. Yep. Smaller is not bad because I don't think dogs notice the size of anything. They notice the quantity you give them. So they would much rather have 2 small pieces than 1 big one. Right. So we'll use these quick. Isn't that wonderful? Well, one thing at a time. It's now clashing with the red building next to it, which is my tool shed. So I think that's going to have to go purple too, or something. I don't know. We all sit around and argue about it a lot on Sundays, so whatever. But the camera people have saved the day. Terry and Stephen from Ohio, they have painted, huh? Well, it's not really done. They've got an awful lot of it done. They've got half the front, and then what, 5 or 6 of the kennels? 7 kennels. It is a lot. They deserve. Yep, Earlene's sitting right here now. Yep. Everybody's just kind of pick up a brush and paint for a while. There's a lot of barn to go. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot to put the speakerphone on. Go ahead.
Oh, no.
There we go. Go ahead.
Okay, at Sunday too, I noticed there was something hanging by the laundry room or outside of it. It looked like the cat that you had maybe untangled. Have you ever put aspirin up to it yet?
No, I haven't. We've cleaned it up and it's hanging there. It's fine. It is the heaviest harness I've ever handled. I've harnessed a lot of draft horses in my life, and it's really no problem. There's a special way you kind of hang on to it. You hang it on your shoulder and carry here and there, and it's easily done. But this harness weighs a ton. It's got to have been made by the Amish. The Amish make very thick, very heavy leather harnesses. When I first started driving the donkeys, I had miniature donkeys, a lot of them. And I started driving 4 of them, and I had the Amish people make me my first forward hand, if you will. Smuckers is the Amish harness makers down there on Route 123 or something like that. I don't know. At any rate, Smuckers harness. I'm sure they're online. They did a wonderful job, but it was such heavy leather that my arthritic fingers could hardly buckle it. So I drove with that four in hand for quite a while, and I got them going, and I saw that I could really, begin to do this. So I went to Sam Friedman up in Toronto, and he makes the harness for the Coors Hitch and the Queen of England.
Oh my.
Yes, he's a premier harness maker, and so he thought it was hysterical to have to make this harness for donkeys, for 4 donkeys. So he did that, and it is absolutely good. Coach leather has never had any better leather than I have in that damn harness. So, at any rate, Sam, I got going strong, and then I began to drive 8. Now I had the Amish harness on 4 and his harness on the other 4, and I was really getting 8 going pretty well. And so I called, and by then Sam had passed away, and his workers there made the second set of harness for me. Mind you, it's gorgeous, but it's just not quite the same as when Sam did it. All the edges were just rolled just so way when Sam did it. He was an artist. So at any rate, that's my story with the harness.
Okay. And I wanted to tell you the city that I live in is Mishawaka.
Mishawaka.
Okay. We'll have to practice that one. Mishawaka.
Mishawaka, okay.
It looks just, you say it just like it does, but you got so many letters in there, it looks weird. People usually can't pronounce it right.
Mishawaka. I'll work on it. Okay.
The next time you send your cookies, I expect you to spell it.
Oh, Lordy. Oh, Lordy. I have a memory problem. Now, don't push your luck here.
I'll hold it against you.
Okay. Okay, well, it's nice talking to you, and have a good evening. Yep.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Yep, all the cookies at once.
Right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. At any rate, that's my stories for the evening. Is that enough stories?
That's great. Yes.
Sam was a good harness maker. Oh, the leather was just done so.
See, and there was a big difference between
big
what he
difference.
made and what
Yeah.
his workers had done.
And there was no better harness. There was no better harness in the world than what I had on those donkeys. And the fact that it was on donkeys was, just a bit of a slap in
Is
the
that what
face.
that heavy harness is down by the laundry there?
No, that came from Amish country.
Oh.
That doesn't begin to. The only part of it that I still have is the long lines. I sold the harness to 2 different people, a set of 4 and a set of 4. The only thing I still have are those great long lines that went out to the leaders, because the other people didn't need it. They're only driving 4 and 4. And those are the lines that Janine used on the calendar shot
Oh, okay.
with those dogs.
Right. Oh, see,
That's-
it comes in handy.
Comes in handy. It's
right.
gorgeous harness. It's gorgeous harness. Any rate, and it had bells. Oh God, the bells. I had chimes on the front pair of donkeys, and you could really get to hate those chimes. The very last thing we ever did in getting ready was to put those chimes on those leaders, because it really began to get to our nerves. It was beautiful. It was beautiful, and we could have done all the really big parades, except to do that I really would have had to push them much harder. I would have had to train them with electricity, and I did not do that. Mine were all trained just with carrots, which is good.
That is good.
Which also meant that I had much better control of them in crowds. I mean, people packed in around these donkeys that anything else would have gotten killed. But if you train them with electricity, then you speak to them and they jump and run, and
Right.
I didn't. Yeah, and you're in a crowd. I mean, I have been in crowds where the crowd was packed in around each pair of donkeys. I had Santa Claus it was Haverhill. I lost my police cruiser, and I had Santa Claus in the wagon with me, and the crowd just roared in at me in the middle of the road, and they packed in around those donkeys. If those donkeys had moved one step, somebody would have gotten killed. They were underneath the cart. They were all over, pulling at Santa's pay. Oh yeah, it's risky. It's risky. It would have worked, mind you, but it would have meant that I could have done the inaugural parade. I could have done the Rose Bowl. I could have done Macy's. I think you have to go, if I remember correctly, you have to be able to maintain 3 miles an hour. And those donkeys didn't maintain 3 miles an hour.
You'd have to use electricity for something.
Yeah, you'd have to get them going. Yeah, so I didn't do it. And besides, it was a lot of work. you know, and the honor of being in there didn't really pay the bills.
Yeah,
You know, it'd be nice to say, but I was the only one in the country that did it for a while. They were good. We drove them in the hotels. All the big Boston hotels, we draw Santa Claus into the ballroom with the donkeys. 8 donkeys. We had antlers for them. We put those stupid antlers on. And
Did you bring them up an elevator or a
oh, elevator, yep. In the freight elevator, yep. In through the kitchen area where the strawberry shortcakes. I'll never forget the strawberries with the whipped cream, with the red and the white. Us tiptoeing around this huge rack of donkeys.
Oh my gosh.
It was wild.
And a disaster right there.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Wow.
We had a lot of fun with those donkeys. The donkeys are fine. I mean, Mary was an exceptional donkey, but they are kind of like that anyway. They're very bright. They're very bright. They're not stubborn. They're very careful. And the concept of trying to beat a donkey into moving is wrong, because he stopped because he's afraid. You let him look down,
Something there that
he's afraid, and it could drive you nuts, because when I was driving, it would be things like the pattern chains in the carpet.
really
They stop and look at it.
something like that.
Or the shadow of the electric lines overhead. Oh heavens, they have to step over those very carefully. And railroad tracks, of course, the subway line. Oh yeah, oh yeah. What I had to do eventually in one of these deals, I knew I was going to have to cross the Green Line subway tracks down in Brookline or someplace. So I had the kids have 2 garbage can lids, which we put full of grain and carrots, and they held them under the front donkeys, so they couldn't see the fact that they were crossing these railroad tracks.
That was nice.
And if the front 2 went, then the rest would go.
Yeah, they'd follow. Huh?
They'd follow. At any rate,
That was great.
that's my donkey story. For a while, I got a lot of donkey stories, but that's one of them. We don't have any dogs to talk to,
No, they're all quiet tonight. They're all
so why don't we fold this up and eat cookies?
That sounds good. I have my tea ready. I'm ready.
Okay.
That's good. Good night, everyone.